This is Google Trends. Google Trends lets us analyze search terms within Google Search so we can see what's most popular over time. We can look at which countries a term is most popular, as well as changing it to a different time and what particular regions. In this video, we're going to be looking at the popularity of Minecraft and Fortnite. Just a quick disclaimer. I have never played Minecraft. Therefore, I'm not going to be using any opinions as to which game is better, and instead we're going to be purely looking at the data and analyzing popularity solely. So, let's get started. Type in Fortnite and then compare it with Minecraft. But before I add Minecraft, let's just look at how Fortnite is doing. So we can just see how Fortnite is trending over time, and as you can see, it's going downwards in this downward trajectory. It was very popular in September of 2018, but this is roughly a year ago, and now we're less than half of that popularity. And this is just looking at the United States and for the past 12 months. Okay, so now let's add Minecraft to here. Now, these two bars show us which is the most popular over the entire time period. And as you can see, Fortnite does win out here, and that's because of the discrepancy in the earlier parts of 2018. But what I'm most interested in is the trends over time. So we can see how we know Fortnite is trending downwards, and Minecraft, on the other hand, it was flat for most of 2018, and then early 2019 it was flat, and then it's just been steadily rising. And we can see this big bump here as Fortnite's gone down, Minecraft has gone up, almost as if they're pulling each other in their respective directions. So as you know, we've just got it set to the United States, so I'm just going to change this to worldwide so we get a better and more broad view of things. And now you can see that these two bars are a lot closer, which suggests that Fortnite is more popular than Minecraft in the United States, but not necessarily in the whole world. And as we move on to the mid part of 2019, around April to July, can just see again how how Minecraft has this upward trend and just overtakes Fortnite. Now I want to talk about this little bump here on Fortnite. Just look at where this spike is in July, the week of July 28th to August 3rd. This is when the new Fortnite season released, and you can see that there's always little spikes for Fortnite, and that's generally when the new season comes out because that's when the most hype is around it. And then it's just really downward from then. Of course, I play Fortnite, so I feel a little bit more qualified to talk about why Fortnite is on this downward trend, and I think the Season X has a lot of problems. The mechs, for example, are really sending players away. People generally don't like them. It'll be interesting to see how Fortnite adapts to that and just improves the game generally. It does raise the question of whether or not Fortnite is dying, but that's not something I want to go into in this video because I just want to compare Fortnite with Minecraft in particular. Now I want to move on to this part. So this lets us compare the search terms by the region, and we can see what regions the Fortnite and Minecraft are most popular in. So the blue is Fortnite, the red is Minecraft, of course. And you can see here that in the European or the Western countries, in fact, Fortnite seems to be winning. So the United States, Canada, most of Europe. But then we get to the Eastern countries, and Russia is where Minecraft is just killing it. So I'm just going to change it here to interest for Fortnite. You can see Ukraine and Russia is just overwhelmingly in favor of Minecraft. I don't know if people in these countries play Fortnite or what's going on, but it's a huge part of Minecraft's success. And we can just go down here and see some related queries. I don't really know what these ones are for Minecraft. You can see that they're in a different language. Now I just want to add some more games here just to get a bit more perspective. I'm going to add Roblox, another game that I've never played, but it's super popular, so I think it's worth having here. You can just see that Fortnite and Minecraft are a lot more popular, and Roblox has just been steady over time, and none of this kind of jagged peaks and troughs like we're seeing from these two games. Now I want you to think about what is the most popular game ever. In fact, before I do that, I want to look at a different time scale. So this is the past 12 months. Let's look at 2018, for example. Now here is where you see Fortnite has this huge amount of growth, and it's just stayed high relatively over time. But that's 2018, and it's not 2018 anymore. We can also look at a further time range. We can go back to 2004. Not really necessary because Minecraft wasn't released until roughly 2010, so I'm going to change that to 2010. And I think this shows just how popular Minecraft has been for years and years and years. Look at this crazy growth from August 2010, and it's just rising and rising until July 2013. That's 3 years Minecraft was continually growing for. Yes, it's been on a downward trend for a while, but I mean, that's just what happens with games. They pick up a lot of steam and then they just go down over time. And what's really interesting is that almost 10 years after its release, it's having this big resurgence in popularity. And then you compare the growth with Fortnite, and Fortnite is just a lot steeper and quicker than Minecraft. So whereas Minecraft's growth was over multiple years, Fortnite is from July 2017 to April 2018. That's less than a year, just explosive growth. And again, this really shows how much Fortnite has fallen down and down. Again, I don't want to get into too much detail about that. The last thing I want to do is add in what I think is the most popular game of all time, at least according to Google Trends. Remember a while ago I asked you what you thought it was? I bet you didn't think it was Grand Theft Auto. Look at that huge spike when it gets released, and we can put this over a longer period because Grand Theft Auto has been out a while, and just here in 2013 when the latest GTA, I think that was GTA 5, got released, just insane. And then obviously it drops down because this hype was due to the release of the game, and then just kind of steady falling down but still remaining super popular. Finally, to conclude this video, I want to talk about some caveats or some limitations to Google Trends. So of course with Google Trends we are limited to the data from Google search. That means that we don't get to see the search trends from other countries, like these Asian countries like China, for example, which have a huge population of over 1 billion people and they play a lot of video games. We don't get that. However, I think that Google Trends serves as a very good indication of a game's popularity, and ultimately, Minecraft going good, Fortnite not so good. Of course, it's hard to predict what's going to happen in a few years from now. Will Fortnite come back? Will Minecraft fall off? Who knows? Let me know in the comments what your favorite game is, and please leave a like if you've enjoyed this video, and subscribe so you're the first to know when I release more. Thank you for watching. Peace.